Hello everyone, welcome to AKP Tech. Today, let's explore a built-in data structure in Python. Yes, let's define list. It's nothing but your backpack where you can put everything in an organized way, right? And that's the definition of list. Now, in Python, how to define list? Now, before that, let's create a list. Now, in the right-hand side, we are going to create the first list variable, right? I'm saying variable. Okay. Now, how to do that? List, name, and then the square brackets. And nothing is there within the brackets. So that's the way to create the list in Python. And here it's empty one. Now, next, empty list is not good. Let's put something there. So right now, starting from integer value to the fractional one, let's put everything inside the list 2, right? Now let's print it, and yeah, so right now you can see, and you have created your first list structure, right, in Python. So you can say it's a variable thing, right? We can change. Now in the right hand side, you can see the my list. Okay, now let's do some operations there. So I'm going to add the word or string AKP there. Now you can see AKP added at the end of the list. So with the help of append function, we can add something or any data at the end of the list. So that's the final thing. No, we are going to verify the same thing in our Python IDE, right? Now here, you can see in the right hand side, it's working, right? It's working perfectly. AKP added at the end of the list. That's it. Now next, what next? Obviously, if you want to add at any location inside the list, what to do? For that, there is another function, that's the insert. By the way, I'm going to give you another point that in list you can access all the elements by using their index values. That means the index locations will give you the exact elements. Now, I'm going to insert AKP at the index value 0, and you can see it's already working, right? Now, next data that I am going to insert, it's IoT, and that is at the index location 2, and that is also successfully done. Now, do you want to create something out of the box? Yes, let's put -1. Now, what is going to happen? Is it possible to have index value negative? Yes, in Python it's possible, but here some twists are there. Is it right? The 50 added at the index location 0. No, that's not right, I think. Now, if you want to verify the same thing, let's open your Python IDE and put the code. And let's see if it's working or not. Now, so here I want to insert IoT at the index location 0. So now you can see it's working actually. Next, do you want to do something with insert function? Yeah, we have enough time. There is no problem. Let's insert the value 100.5 at the index location 2. Now it's done. So here you can see the 100.5 added into the index location 2. That's it. Now, there's another alternative through which we can add a data or values inside the list, and that's the extend. So here, 5 and 6 both are added into the list too. Now, we don't believe these animations, right? Instead of that, let's execute the code in our Python IDE. That's the best option actually. You should try. So while watching the video, let's open your Python IDE and let's execute the codes, whatever I am discussing, right? Now here, let's execute. Now, error. That's the point. That's why I often say that, okay, don't trust anyone in coding. You have the ID. Why not? Let's execute it. So that's the point. Now, here I am creating a new list. list 3, and inside that 5 and 6 both are available. Now it's time to just put the values of list 3 inside list 2, and for that we can use the extend function, right? So let's do it. Now again, I think error, so that's again a problem one. Can you find out the reason for the error right now? Yes, actually the extend 5 comma 6 is not correct. So let's put, or let's make it a comment. Okay, now if you execute, you can see the output, and here it is. So let's check the output, and yeah, at the end of the list, both 5 and 6 both are available. And the next one, we're going to delete items from the list, and for that the first function that we are going to use, that's the pop function. So for that, yeah, it's fine. Now if you don't put any index value, it will remove the last value, okay, of the index. Now if you want to delete a specific data or item, then what you have to do, you have to just use the list name dot pop function, and inside that you have to put the index value. So right now you can see that, okay, what will be the output, right? So let's see. Yes, the IoT completely removed from the list too. So that's it. Pop is working fine, perfectly. Now next, if you want to delete any specific value, that you can do with the help of remove function. So that's the key thing. And if you want to clear the list itself, then clear function is there that you can use. Now next, uh, you can see here, it's time to check the negative index value, and here you can see the output, the last value deleted from the list. So that's it, that's the impact of negative index value in Python list, right? So it's fine, there's no problem till now. Next, what we're going to do, uh, yes, uh, if you want to delete any specific data from the list, you can use the remove function, and yeah, it's working perfectly now. The next one that we are going to try is the length function, right? If you want to measure the length of your list, then this is the perfect one. Now where we're going to apply this one, later when we will have the test cases, we will deploy the length function. The length is 5, and that's clearly there. Now, how to find the index of any specific data? Okay, for that, index function is there. Now, I want to know the index value of AKP, and here it's 2. So, with the help of index function, you can get the exact index location of your data or values, whatever you say. Now, the next thing, there are two more functions available right now that we are going to explore. First one, reverse. If you want to reverse the data or elements, those are available inside the list, you can use the reverse function. It's very simple to use, nothing complicated. So let's see, let's execute if it's working or not. Right now, you can see it's working perfectly. Let's export the sort function. Now, in the left hand side, you can see what is the impact here. All the elements will be sorted inside the list. Now, next, if you want to use the for loop uh, on list, then how to use that one? So here we have the sample code that will give you all the data. Uh, those are available inside the list. Now, uh, we don't want to believe it, right? So for that, what we have to do, let's execute the code in our Python IDE, and it will take just a couple of seconds, right? Maybe 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. But we are going to execute it. So next, let's execute. Now it's time to write the code. So for item in list 2, next print, obviously item. So it will print all the data, those are available inside the variable list 2, and here it is. So it's okay. Now the next thing is yeah, conditions. So we're going to find out how we can apply if else things in list. Okay, and our life is full of conditions, right? So That's it. Now we want to find AKP if it's available inside the list 2 or not. So let's do it. Now, if it's available, then we are going to welcome it, right? So let's use the print function to, yeah, display the welcome. Now it's working perfectly. There is no problem. Now next, if you want to club both if and for, how to do that? For that, here we're going to make the number double, right? So how many numbers are available? 160. So now in the output, we're going to see 200 and 120. That's the final thing. Now, so let's find out the code in our Python IDE. Now, for that, here what we need to do, okay, we can apply the arithmetic operators on list. So here we need to just multiply the list with 2 because we want to make it double. Now it's fine. Now here by default, I think yeah, it was float. So let's modify with float. Now I think it will work. Yes, it's done perfectly. So there is no problem in the code. So that's it. With this, we are going to just wrap up the basic concepts of list in Python. Now it's time to test our skills, those we have learned from the tutorial. So first of all, let's have a problem statement. So here we need to maintain a shopping cart with the help of list. Now, how to solve this problem? So this is the critical juncture actually. That okay, we know the logic, uh, we know the syntax, everything we know, but how to transform the coding, uh, how to transport this logic into the code. So let's start. So before doing anything, let's break the problem statement. So here we have divided the problem statement into 4 sub problems, right? Now, number 1, it's time to create the storage. So from a problem statement, we can assume that, okay, 3 lists we have to create, and all the lists are empty type. So let's create the empty list. Now in the right hand side, we are also putting the writing the code. Okay, so that later we can verify it. Now fine, wrote the same thing in the Python IDE. Now the next thing, we have to create a menu. Okay, and that will run infinite times. So how to create that one? Obviously, we need to have a loop. Okay, and that will be true, the condition will be true, right? That's why it will run infinite times. So here we have used while. So while true, that means the code, section of the code under the while loop will continue its infinite times, right? Unless you put some breaks. Okay. Now here, how many options are available? So one for in-cut, another one for d-cut, 3 checkout, and 4 for the invoice one. Okay. Oh no, just 3. Fine. Okay. So what we have to do next? Let's take the choice from the user, and you know how to take the input from the user. So obviously that's the variable choice, and we are going to use the input function to get the input from the user. So this block is simple. So till now, I think whatever we wrote is easily understandable and you can put it in your coding. So let's go to the next part, the in cut and decut option. So here we have to put the elements, right? So what are the choice? Number 1, where we are going to add the items. Now for adding the items, what is the function available in a list? Actually, that's the append function, right? So here the same thing, the same append function we have used, right? With the combination of input function, nothing else. So we have used the append function for adding the item name, quantity, and rate into the 3 list variables. So that's the choice number 1. Now for choice number 2, what is there? To remove the elements, and for that you already know how to remove the elements. For that we need to find the index, right? And next we have to use the pop-up function, right? So we already have the functions actually, right? Now what we have to do, we have to deploy the same. Now the next point is how to calculate the total cost. That means we have to multiply the quantity by the item rate. So if we can do the multiplication, automatically we are going to have the total cost along with GST. So we have to put the GST separately, right? Now that's the simple code and the entire code. So let's take the entire code in our Python IDE and execute. Now, right now, it's running successfully, and there is no problem, I think. So let's put some values here to check if things are working or not. And for the time being, right, the first one is apple. So quantity 5, rate 50, and for banana, quantity 5, rate 10. So let's have the total cost here, including the GST, and it's obviously here it's a 354. So that's the thing. Now you can imagine how simple it is. Now, is the code is fine? Is there any bug here? So I will keep that part to all of you, open for everyone. So execute the code, try to have the things in your Python IDE and try to figure it out. If things are okay here, obviously code is right here because it's executing, but something is there. Okay, so just put your concept or put your observation into the comment box, and happy coding. So if you like it, please share and subscribe. Have a nice day.